Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be making the beautiful Zara cap you just saw now. Before we go into the procedures, I want to plead with you, please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification button so that you can be notified when I upload new videos. In this cap design, we are going to be making use of the ashoke fabric, make use of the ashoke, and we make use of other materials. As we go, we explain them. The measurements of this material is okay. We make use of the maco. We should the thick maco. They call this maco. This thicker than this is a thick one. So for this design, we are going to go with the ashoke material, 28 inches by 13 inches. 28 inches by 13 inches. So what we do is to get the midpoint for the maco material. You can notch it with notch it a bit with your scissors. So you place it on the material, or first of all get the midpoint of the material also. This is very important so that you don't have a cap that is not giving you what you want. So get the midpoint on both the maco and the ashoke fabric. Now we are going to just see what I'm doing now. Ensure it's midpoint to midpoint. Now what we do now is to sew it in the middle of this fabric. As you see me do, just cover it, leaving a little sewing allowance. So it will be advisable you use office pin here if you know you cannot maintain the midpoint. So take it to the sewing machine and run it down. The maco is 3 inches by 20 inches. The maco is 3 inches by 20 inches. So by the time you run it down, then you proceed with the sewing of the cap. You can see it has been sewn down. You don't sew on the maco. You must leave a little bit of space in order to use that as your sewing allowance. Now what we do now, we have sewn the maco inside. We didn't sew on the maco once again. Now you use your office pin, just working on the back side now, or you say the wrong side now. So you already know what to do, how to sew the body of the cap. It's the same method you are going to use here. So it's better you use your office pin. If you know you cannot maintain it without using office pin, you just pin it down with your office pin. Now usually our cap has a kind of shape, yes, at the edge. As you can see, just run it down. You can trim it off with your scissors. Just make a little curve, yes, to give it that shape at the back. Just make a little curve. The material is a bit thick for the scissors. Okay, once you are done, take it to your sewing machine and run it down. What I did there, I made use of 10.5 head circumference. That will be 21. So take it to your sewing machine and just run it down, just like that. Now because this material usually pulls, if you don't tape it, it will just be pulling. The edges will be pulling up. So it's advisable you use a bias to tape it down. So I use a white bias because this is the inside, so it's not really relevant. So the color is not really relevant. So what you do now, just like we do for our usual cap, body of the cap, make a freehand sketch. And what's it called now? Tacking. Just run down and just like we do in our normal body of the cap. So just run it through. The material is a bit thick, so you be mindful of your hand. Just run it through. As you continue, I still want to plead with you, if you have not subscribed, ensure you subscribe, like, share, comment. These have ways of encouraging one to do more. Sorry, I went a bit off camera at this point. So please don't sew it to the end. Stop where the maco starts from. Don't run it to the end of the white bias. Stop where the maco begins from. I'll take the needle through it again, just tie it. I think we know, most of us know this already. So just tie, then we go to the next step of uh, this cap making. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for contributing to this channel. Okay, we have done that. Now when you turn it around, you see that the shape is already formed. Yes, I was not conscious, I was off camera at this point, but this is what it looks like. This is what the front looks like. Now this material is for the back design. So what we do, the measurement is 12 inches by 13 inches. I used two pieces. The other one was 10 inches by 13 inches. So just take to your sewing machine and run down the edges so that they won't be pulling off. The other two edges, you don't need to run them down, they are already made in a way that it won't pull off. This one is also like 4 inches by 10 inches. Just run it down, and this is needed for the design we want to put at the back of the cap later on. So we just prepare it down so that when we get there we won't be delayed. So you just run it, just pack it the way you see me do, across to the other edge, from this edge across to the other edge. Just fold it, pick up, very easy to do, to give you the shape you need. Just pick it up. It's as simple as that. Use your needle and thread, tack down, then pick the other material, repeat the same. You can see the shape is out already. It's as simple as that. Just pick across to the other end. First of all, just pick it up and fold. Pick, fold, pick, fold, pick, fold. It's very easy to achieve. Yes, just continue the process. Pick it, fold it, pick it, fold it, just like that. So once you are done, tack again using the matching needle and thread. But you have to be mindful of your hand at this point. So once you are done, the next step is just attach the two together, not on it but side by side. You can choose to tie them, you can choose to tack. So any method is okay, but just ensure it's firm enough. Remember I said not on top of it. Well, you can choose to make it on top of it, but for this design I tie them side by side. You can see, very beautiful. Now this other smaller rope, you just to cover where you folded them together, to it to give you a unique look. Also take to the sewing machine and just sew it down, then turn it over just like that. So it will cover up where you folded. That's it. You can see like a butterfly. It's as simple as that. Now we proceed to the next step. We are going to make use of foam. This foam you can get from any shop where they sell foams, or these mattresses, they have it there, or any carpenter furniture shop where they sell foams. This is 5 inches by 26, 5 inches by 26. So what you do is just to fold, pin down, fold, pin, fold, pin. That's just it's very simple to achieve. Fold and pin, fold and pin, fold and pin using your office pin. It's as simple as this. So once that is achieved, the next step is for you to get your needle and thread, where the color of the thread is not really relevant, because you are going to wrap this up in with the material we are using for the design. So just take it round, tack. This tacking will help to sustain it, because we are going to remove the office pin when we are done with the tacking. You Can't leave the office pin there, it's dangerous. So just continue to tack until you get to the end of the foam. People use different things for this. Some use foam, some use different things that they could use, but I prefer to use foam because it's light and it's not heavy, and it's more affordable. Yes, it's more affordable. So you just run it down just like so. The method continues until we get to the end of the material. Yes, we are done. This is what we have. At this point, you have to remove all the office pin. Remove all the office pin. So we get the this material is 28 inches by 7 inches, 28 inches by 7 inches, 28 inches by 7 inches. So what we are going to do now is to wrap the foam with the material. So ensure not to, you can see the way I started, it's not really straight. So I formed a curve. This curve will help us to easily roll it up. So you don't take it straight. Just take it across and keep on rolling. You roll a bit, then you use your office pin to hold it down. The process continues. Roll a bit and use the office pin to hold it down until you get to the end of the fabric. Please remember to like, remember to subscribe, contribute by commenting. So we continue, we take up, this one is done, take the other one and we repeat the same process. Just wrap it and pin up with the office pin. Yes, the process continues. Just wrap, pin, wrap, pin, wrap, pin. So until we get to the end of the fabric, the process continues. Just as you see. Now we are done. So get your matching thread and needle and tack it up. Yes, you tack the four ends of the material, and once you have done tacking, remove the office pin to naturally, the material will naturally stay. You don't need an office pin or to use a needle at this point. You don't use needle to sew it or tack it. So just continue. Now we get the body of the cap, and what we do is just use our matching needle and thread, tack it round to like 4 places. You can tack in like 4 places. Just tack, tack, tack until you get to the end of it with your matching needle and thread. Just continue to tack it. So once you are done with that, pick the other one, place it over it as well. Place it on top of the first one you did. Tack again with your office pin. Tack it with your office pin. Yes, this is what we have. This is what we have at the end of the tacking. So what you do now is to get your scissors and chop off the excess, and use your needle and thread to tack down first before you attach this butterfly. I call it butterfly because I don't know what other name to call it. So once you have attached it, this is how it will look like. So beautiful and unique. This is just how it looks. You can see how beautiful it is on the head of the dummy. It's so beautiful. Please remember to like, remember to subscribe, remember to comment, remember to click the notification button. Thank you so much for your time.